You wake up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, and ask yourself, how do people sleep when secrets like these exist? On today's show, everything we thought we knew is about to change. What looks perfect on the surface hides a darkness nobody expected. Tonight, you will see the shocking truth behind the smiles, the interviews, and the perfect headlines. It all started with a simple email. It was anonymous, with no return address, and just a few words. Look closer. They aren't who they seem. At first, it felt like a prank. How could anyone send something like this to the newsroom of one of the country's most respected morning shows? But as soon as the words sank in, a chill ran down the spine of everyone who read it. The email hinted at meetings that never appeared on official schedules, phone calls that were erased from records, and a network of people quietly controlling who gets to speak and what the audience gets to hear. For the anchors, producers, and even the journalists who prided themselves on transparency, this was terrifying. Their trusted world, the one carefully built for the cameras, was cracking. Mia, a young and ambitious producer, was the first to take the email seriously. She had joined the show with dreams of reporting the truth, of making a real impact. But she quickly realized that truth was a fragile thing in a place driven by ratings. The clues in the email led her to old footage, private recordings, and memos hidden in archived files. Each discovery painted a picture that was darker than anyone could have imagined. Meanwhile, Alex, one of the show's most trusted anchors, began noticing subtle changes in his colleagues' behavior. There were whispers in the hallways, hurried phone calls, and mysterious visitors arriving at odd hours. Something was happening behind the scenes, something the public would never know if it wasn't exposed. Yet, the deeper Alex dug, the more dangerous it became. Threats arrived disguised as friendly warnings, emails vanished before anyone could read them, and someone seemed to be watching every move. Then came the live broadcast that changed everything. The cameras were rolling, the audience was expecting the usual polished segments, but Mia had planted a hidden camera in a restricted area of the studio. As the broadcast began, the footage revealed a meeting between two top executives discussing manipulated stories, controlled interviews, and even threats aimed at silencing whistleblowers. The shock was immediate, but the real horror came when the footage cut back to the live anchors smiling at the audience, completely unaware of what was being exposed. The newsroom erupted in chaos once the video went viral. Legal teams scrambled, executives denied everything, and journalists were divided between loyalty and the moral obligation to reveal the truth. Mia and Alex found themselves at the center of a storm that could ruin careers, topple powerful figures, and destroy the reputation of the show they had loved. But secrets have a way of festering in the dark. As investigations began, more emails arrived. Anonymous tips hinted at bribery, hidden alliances, and past scandals that had been buried for years. Every time the truth seemed to surface, a new layer of deception appeared, more shocking than the last. The audience watched, riveted, as the show that once promised comfort and information became a theater of suspense and scandal. One night, Alex received a call in the middle of the night. A distorted voice whispered, "Stop digging, or you'll regret it." His hands shook as he hung up, but he knew backing down wasn't an option. The world needed to know what was really happening, even if it meant risking everything. Mia uncovered the final piece of the puzzle in the most unlikely place, a forgotten file buried under years of digital clutter. It revealed how the network had systematically altered the narrative, choosing what stories the public could hear and which ones they could not. It was a manipulation so subtle, yet so complete, that even seasoned journalists had been fooled. The climax came when the full truth was revealed during a live segment. The anchors, faces pale, read out statements that exposed the manipulations, the lies, and the hidden agendas. Behind the scenes, there were tears, anger, and relief. Some people left immediately, refusing to face the consequences, while others stayed, determined to rebuild integrity from the ruins. As the broadcast ended, the world outside was changed. The public, once passive, became alert, questioning every news segment and every story they had taken for granted. Inside the newsroom, Mia and Alex looked at each other, exhausted but resolute. They knew the road ahead was uncertain. Powerful forces would not easily forgive, and danger still lingered in the shadows. But for the first time, they slept with a sense of clarity, knowing they had done the right thing. And yet, as the lights in the empty studio flickered and the cameras powered down, a single message appeared on Mia's phone. "This isn't over." The question lingered in the air. How do you sleep when the world you trust is full of secrets? How do you close your eyes when the truth is still out there, waiting to be uncovered? Tonight, the morning show had revealed more than headlines. It had revealed the very nature of power, deception, and the fragile line between reality and illusion. The story didn't end with a single broadcast. It continued in whispers, in hidden emails, in the silent surveillance of those who dared to dig too deep. And for the audience, one thing was certain. Nothing was ever truly as it seemed, and the question would haunt them every night before sleep. How do you sleep when the truth is stranger than fiction? Like, comment, and share if you were shocked by Mark S. and Mark Scout's encounter. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated on all Severance secrets and behind-the-scenes moments. Watch full video on my YouTube channel for the complete mind-blowing scene.